This program was developed by Austin Pets Alive's Successful Barn Cat program, located in Austin, Texas. For more information directly regarding their program, please view the video, A Model Program, Austin Pets Alive Barn Cat Program.
Once a cat has been brought into a shelter or relocation program, a decision will need to be made about whether or not he or she is truly suited for relocation. This section will go over 4 considerations used when evaluating a cat's suitability for a relocation program versus another program. Not every cat is suited for relocation. Each cat should be evaluated as an individual to determine whether or not she would be best suited for a relocation program. The first consideration when performing this evaluation is to always confirm that the cat cannot be returned to his original location where he was captured. If indeed that is the case, the next is to see if the cat is better fitted for traditional adoption. If neither of these are an option, then the next considerations are whether or not the cat is healthy enough for relocation and reasonably capable of the lifestyle she will be put into. The very first consideration when evaluating a cat's eligibility for a relocation program should always be finding out if the cat can be returned to the location he came from. If this is an option, it is always preferable to relocating the cat. The reason for this is because cats are territorial animals and form strong bonds with the location they inhabit. A food source exists in the area, and the cats are acclimated to local conditions. It is their established home. Relocating community cats and convincing them to stay is stressful on them, and it can be a difficult, time-consuming, and challenging undertaking. Relocation should be considered only after all other possibilities for the cat to stay in her original location have been exhausted. Some cats, unfortunately, cannot be returned to the original location. This can be due to a shelter's policy not allowing a cat, once impounded, to be returned, to the cat's original location no longer being suitable or safe for the cat to live, or simply just that no one knows where exactly the cat came from. Some types of cats are not suited for traditional adoption or adoption to an indoor home. One category of cat that is not suited for traditional adoption is the unsocialized or feral cat who is beyond the age of socialization. These cats would be very frightened living in close quarters with people, making the living situation potentially unsafe for both feline and human inhabitants. Another category are cats who may be socialized but are miserable in an indoor situation and much prefer the outdoor lifestyle. Other cats include ones with incontinence, as well as those with unresolved litter box issues, despite medical or behavioral intervention. Finally, cats that exhibit extreme behavioral issues, such as lengthy bite histories, that cannot be resolved through medical or behavioral modification are most likely not suitable for traditional adoption. If you have determined that the cat is not suitable for either being returned to his original location or traditional adoption, the next step is to make sure he is fully vetted. Recommendations for what should be included in vetting a community cat being considered for relocation are as follows. The cat should be thoroughly examined, spayed or neutered, vaccinated for FVRCP and rabies, microchipped if not already, dewormed, and given a flea preventative. It is not recommended to test these cats for FIV or FELV due to the low incidence of the disease, low likelihood of transmission between adult cats, poor viability of the virus, and the substantial cost of testing. Moreover, FIV and FELV screening tests can provide inconclusive results. During the examination of the cat, you will be able to determine what type of health the cat is in, which will tie into your final consideration of whether or not the cat is capable of colony life. When determining if a cat is a good candidate and is capable of colony life, or the life she will be living at her relocation home, there are no strict rules on what may disqualify them. Instead, it is recommended to look at each cat individually and work to find a suitable solution for that cat. There are many different suggestions regarding what types of cats should be ineligible for relocation, such as declawed cats, because they have lost one of their primary defense mechanisms. Kittens, due to the increased likelihood of socialization in an indoor home. Or cats with disabilities, which may make it more difficult for them to survive in an outdoor setting. Instead of outright denying these types of cats, try and think outside the box. Declawed cats that may not be suited for placement in the country outside would do great in a warehouse setting where they are in a safe, inside environment and still useful for rodent control. Kittens should be socialized if possible. However, if they are beyond socialization, a barn or stable home might be great for them, especially if there's an older cat there to show them the ropes. Likewise, tripod community cats or other cats with disabilities have found great homes in places with minimal risk of predation and a committed caretaker. Essentially, searching for the unique adoption location that meets the cat's individual needs is all that is required, and much preferable to leaving the cat in a shelter where she may be euthanized.